You wake up each day in a world of repetition. You eat, work, sleep, and repeat. Have you ever stopped to ask why? Math is seen as objective. Some argue math is a symbolic language, not a reflection of reality. Others believe its truths are constructed, not discovered. Why do we believe that 1 times 1 equals 1? Is it math or programming? Are we being programmed to deny what we see? You decide. Who decided that truth must look a certain way, and why do we accept it without proof? They say the truth will set you free. But does it really? Or does it isolate you, burden you, separate you from the herd? You see 2 similar handbags. One is a designer brand and sells for $10,000. The other is made in the same factory with the same materials, but it doesn't have a label. Both bags are the same, yet one is infinitely more expensive. Why? What are we really paying for when we buy a branded item? Quality or illusion? Why do we shell out $20 to see local talent in a small town, but drop thousands for the same talent from celebrities? On the surface, it seems insane. But this is how the majority of the world operates, and it's not just the little things. Why do corporations shower millionaires with freebies while demanding full price from those living paycheck to paycheck? Why is it that we never question the system, even though it seems completely irrational? Here's the real question: why do we accept it? Who wrote these rules, and why are we so quick to follow? There's no tangible proof that any of it is true. It's all based on what we've been told. Why do we believe that a piece of paper from a government office makes 2 people husband and wife? Can a piece of paper called a diploma really show how smart someone is? If that's the case, why do some toddlers have higher IQs than people with degrees? It's a wild thought, right? The most dangerous ideas have often come from the most educated minds. What if true wisdom isn't printed on paper, but practiced? Are you listening? We allow systems that were created by others to define what makes us worthy. Maybe the lies have become more comfortable than the truth. Maybe we don't resist because illusions are easier to live with. We're told that diamonds are rare, but they're not. It's a carefully crafted illusion, sustained by controlled supply and marketing. The truth? They're one of the most abundant gemstones on Earth. They say a 30-year mortgage is the American dream. But who really benefits? You pay triple. The bank cashes in from day one. Even after paying off your home, miss a few tax payments, and poof, it's gone. So is your home really yours, or just an illusion of ownership? We're taught that success means stress and no sleep, but what does it actually cost us? We believe a blue check mark on a social media platform means credibility, but does it? We think beauty is youth, but who profits when we hate getting old? Every day we absorb information, ideas, and beliefs, many of which are repeated lies disguised as truths. Most people go through life obeying without question, believing without proof, conforming without pause, and then call it normal. But maybe the only real insanity is believing everything you were told. Now, imagine this. The world you see is a construct built on repeated lies. The deepest truths were whispered, while the loudest lies were shouted from stages. Chaos, hate, and destruction. Is this what we now call normal? You decide. Do we live in a time where it's fashionable to reject reality? People are losing touch with the real world, retreating into virtual ones instead. The lines between truth and fiction, reality and fantasy are becoming blurred. And this blurring is intentional. If you take a step back and observe the current trends, it's clear that the powers are actively promoting confusion and delusion. Our whole perception of the world is being altered. We're being conditioned to accept the bizarre as normal, but why? The answer is simple control. When people abandon reality and embrace delusion, it becomes easier to manipulate them. When common sense is mocked and ridiculed, independent judgment becomes less likely. Think about the person who rejects science and facts. How easy is it to deceive them? How easily can you push your own agenda when they refuse to rely on reason and evidence? So why are so many people giving up on reality? Is there a decline in critical thinking skills and common sense? People are becoming less adept at analyzing information, identifying logical fallacies, and spotting manipulation tactics. Are people losing touch with their roots as dignity and respect fade away? What if this decline isn't just happening by chance, but engineered, leading people to distrust all knowledge and expertise, and worse, to lose touch with the very essence of human nature? Many people fail to grasp the fundamental aspects of human psychology, making them susceptible to manipulation and deception. This trend of rejecting reality is not a new phenomenon. It's been around for some time, but in recent years, it has become increasingly widespread, and the consequences are concerning. When a large segment of the population embraces delusion, it can lead to chaos and dysfunction. Social norms are challenged, causing instability and uncertainty. Trust erodes, making it difficult for people to interact and form friendships. Progress becomes stunted as rational discourse and rational thoughts are replaced by baseless claims and emotional reactions. The deliberate promotion of confusion and delusion is a dangerous tactic used by those seeking to maintain control. By fostering ignorance and irrationality, they can convince people to accept their desired outcomes without question or resistance. Why is the promotion of negativity, embracing delusions, and rejecting reality the new norm? It's crucial to recognize the signs of confusion and delusion and to actively cultivate basic common sense skills. Understanding human nature, spotting logical fallacies, and staying humble can really help us navigate this complicated world better. Suppose we all started investigating the truths we've never questioned. We can protect ourselves against those who seek to control us through confusion and delusion. The power is within. Stay awake, stay questioning. It is essential to remain vigilant and to actively seek out truth and understanding rather than blindly accepting whatever is presented to us. In a world where deception and manipulation are prevalent, it's crucial to prioritize clarity, rationality, and careful thoughts. By doing so, we can better protect ourselves from those who seek to control us and ensure that we live authentic and meaningful lives rooted in reality. Your engagement helps us continue to produce videos that challenge your perspectives and stimulate meaningful conversations. If the world feels off, it probably is. Help us decode it. Truth is a frequency. Tune in. Together, we can continue to explore important topics and deepen our understanding of the world around us. The truth is in your hands. If you know who you are, awaken, rise, return. Thanks for being part of the awakening. It's only just beginning. Be a stringer, investigate, research, and remember the truth. Like, share, subscribe. See you in episode 9.